Welcome, everyone, to WWE 2K18 Universe Mode. Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. Let me click the thing here. We have a great show to put on tonight. Probably one of the best pay-per-view cards we've ever had here in Universe Mode. I have to really give credit to General Manager Jim Boss, who unfortunately could not join me on commentary here today. I am your Friday Night Fights General Manager and main commentator Trey, joined by the Sleeping in the Corner Dunks, here for what's sure to be an amazing, action-packed pay-per-view. Including, let's pull up some of the matches we have here at Great Balls of Fire, where there's unfortunately not a giant car on the ramp. We have an 8-man ladder match for Thorne's Super Sweet Championship title match. We have Luke Gallows versus Dusty Rhodes in a 15-minute Falls Count Anywhere, no disqualification Iron Man match for the Punchy Boys 2K18 Championship. We have Darth Maul versus Big Papa Smurf in a submission match for the Fight Master Championship. Oh, crud. I got it up in time. Awesome. We've got Candice LeRae defending JoJo's Bizarre Championship belt against Beth Phoenix in a no-holds-barred match. The Shield will defend their tag titles against the McMahons and a mystery teammate in a tag team match where for the first time here in Universe Mode we are going to be lowering the cell. That is right, Hell in a Cell is coming out for Great Balls of Fire here tonight. Not to mention we have the Mizzards versus the Law for the final time in a tornado tag match, as well as Brains and Brawn going against the Canadian Destroyers inside of a steel cage. Rivalries coming to a head here tonight. Championships on the line. My phone went whip, 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 whip. I'm gonna drink real quick before we start the show off. And we are going to be starting the show off with a word from your Jim Bob Crockett Promotions General Manager, the Jim Boss, who has set up a hell of a show here tonight. What's this mad lad got to say for himself after setting up such an incredible card here tonight? Dunk still sleeping, of course. Nothing ever really perturbs him. From day one, I've always kept two things in the front of my mind: the WWE and the WWE Universe. That's what it was all about for me. That's what mattered most to me. But if somewhere along the way something got lost, and that something was me, I was so focused on giving you my all, I lost sight of what I needed to do for myself. Well, that changes tonight. My internet's bonking out, it might be in and out. Well, I wish you the best of luck, Frosty Vamps, with your internet. There are moments in your life where you realize that you need to stand up for what you believe in and rip the stuffing out of the people that are getting in your way. I've been a polite and affluent competitor around here long enough. My time to shine is long overdue. Let me know, by the way, everyone, if my voice sounds weird, if there's a weird echo. Maybe it's just me. To me, it sounds like the acoustics in my room has gotten real echoey. Maybe it's because I picked all the carpet up and I'm bouncing off the wood floor. So let me know if the fucking sound sounds weird from my end. We're not going to get anywhere by me coming out here and complaining. It's about time you learn that. I can sit here and yell and scream all I want, but the only way things are going to change is if I take care of it myself. And trust me, if I do that, it isn't going to be pretty. Jesus, why can't my internet bonk out during Jim Boss's promo? Sounds fine to me. Great. I've played ball for a long time, but now it's time for me to rewrite the rules of the game. If I sit around waiting for management to get their heads out of their butts, by the time I get a title shot, I'll be too old to lace up my boots. So it's time for me to throw down and prove to everyone, both out here and in the back, that I'm the next face of WWE. Anyone who wants to take me on anytime, anywhere, I'm ready. And when you all see what I can do, you'll know that I am the real deal. I barely finished that paragraph of text. The days of me sitting around here while I get passed by are over. I'm taking my spot at the front of the line, and I dare anyone in the back to try to move me from it. Well, we already know there's someone that would like to remove Jim Boss from leadership. We had Black Ref. You are the management and you're old. We had Black Ref calling out Jim Boss. It's, you know, with the way Jim Boss has been acting, coming out every week saying nonsense, it's no wonder that apparently at least Black Ref, maybe some other superstars, have considered apparently trying to overthrow management I, for one, don't condone such actions. He's management for a reason. But, I can't... I can understand where some competitors are coming from. Will Bossman be on the show? He will not. Ever since the whole Baroness and Sasha Banks incident, even though it was just the women's that did that, we were cracking down on keeping our own competitors on our own show without the others' permission. And there just wasn't any. This is a packed card. There wasn't any space for Big Boss Man. You know, we will get a plug for Heath Slater, but Big Boss Man won't be here. Dunks, what do you think of our upcoming match? It's a big one. I don't think there is a single match that is bad on this card. I mean, there are matches that could be bad. Like, any match could just be bad. Like, be a squash or something. I don't think any match looks bad from where I'm standing. And let me tell you. I don't know how many times I've said let me tell you. But let me tell you. Jim Boss has picked a hell of a barn opener to start, to open tonight's show. That's right! Okay, well, I said there wasn't going to be Big Boss Man, and immediately Big Boss Man's Titantron is part of this. That's just a coincidence. It is the Law, our opening match for the night. Look at that black RoboCop armor. He's ready for action. They're going to end it here tonight. Bossman will stop at nothing to find Slater, even starting a war between the two brands. I will not allow him to do that one. That war is going to come Survivor Series, whether we find Slater or not. Our opening match for the night is the Law versus the Dark Mizzards in a 2-on-3 tornado handicap match. Although I have been informed by the general manager that if the Mizzards find someone who will work with them, it will be a 3-on-3 match. The Law are waiting, ready to take out their opponents right away. The ominous lights go out. The Miz no longer screaming about how awesome he is. A sharp tonal shift as we see Miz and Perkins, and there's someone walking next to Miz, but he's obscured by the darkness. I genuinely can't tell who that is to the left of the Miz, because obviously you can see Perkins' jacket, but to the left of the Miz could be literally anyone. I mean, it's probably not like Goldberg or something. We'd probably be able to tell if it was that, but I have no idea who that is, but they definitely found someone, so I guess this is a 3-on-3 tornado tag team match. I don't believe it's elimination. I didn't have it set to elimination. It's whatever the default is. It's Gargamel. Gargamel's a ghost. We wouldn't be able to see. Oh, shit, I just saw him! I saw him for a second, but I'll wait for the lights to come on to be sure. Or to get a better look at him. It's Gargamel, I knew it. Here he is, center of the ring. The lights will come on any moment. And if there was any doubt about who their partner was, it'll disappear. Along with this lantern. He's still obscuring his partner. They're really covering him up. There he is! Just as expected. Roderick Strong is part of the Dark Mizzards, but as we all know, Roddy himself is paralyzed from the neck down. Ruby Riott taking control of Roderick Strong with her puppet master. Ruby Riott not at ringside, but still able to control Roddy from this distance. She must be right there in the gorilla position. Roddy forced to join the Dark Mizzards, and here we go. Tornado tag team match to open. Great balls of fire. Perkins, Miz, and Roddy versus RoboCop, Deadpool, and Cena. What a neck breaker to Cena right off the bat. I'd take 2 members of the Law. Oh, never mind. All 3 members of the Law. It's not Gargamel and Internet. Wait. That's not Gargamel and Internet crap. That'll be back. I wish you a speedy Internet recovery. As Miz starting to turn things around on Deadpool. And, oh no. Oh no, Roddy in trouble. Oh, what an STO. As we see Miz knee Deadpool in the gut, then threaten him. Perkins now starting to turn things around on Cena. Getting from hell. What a throw! Reverse Frankensteiner to John Cena. Oh, I was about to say RoboCop, now the only member of the Law standing tall, but things have shuffled up real fast. As we see Deadpool rolling through the Miz's offense into an arm drag. But Roddy fighting back against RoboCop. I think it's smart to have Roderick Strong be the one to go after RoboCop as he cannot feel pain. Being paralyzed and whatnot. Oh, what a... I don't know what to call the move. What a neck breaker by RoboCop, who's now pummeling into Roddy's head. Deadpool on the second rope with the knee splash. And it's pure chaos in the ring now. Code breaker to Perkins. I think Cena was thrown to the outside. Or no, Cena rolled to the outside just like Perkins did as we see a suplex from Miz to Deadpool into a baseball slide dropkick. RoboCop has Roddy. No, Roddy reversing Miz on the second rope. Not sure what to do. Oh, and he just dives. I think he accidentally broke up the Roddy pin. Cena on the top rope. Perkins doesn't see. Oh, but he did. That dark magic allowed him to have eyes in the back of his head. Wrecking ball drop kick to John Cena. The face that runs the place in trouble here. Right hook from RoboCop. Oh, tilt-a-whirl gutbuster. I think there was a pin. I actually didn't see what was going on. Flying knee by The Miz. Absolute chaos and carnage. Roddy on the outside. Double choke slam to Perkins. He's in real trouble here. Miz still trying to fight everyone off. Running neck breaker. Oh, and The Miz busts Deadpool open. Now, of course, the Law coming after the Mizards for possessing a referee, which is what they did in order to end the Shield's undefeated streak. Jim Boss hates it when people touch his ref. So the Mizards are being punished here tonight. Clothesline by Roddy. Dropkick by Deadpool. Perkins thought he was saved by Roddy, but no. Oh, goes for the AA. Oh, and there's that paralyzer from Roddy. Oh, Roddy. Ruby Riott forcing him to imitate RoboCop, hitting RoboCop with his own choke slam. Almost onto TJ Perkins. So Roddy goes for the pin. 1, 2, but Cena breaks it up. And Perkins, what a spike tornado DDT and a DDT to Deadpool as well. Inverted lung blower to Cena. The Mizards turning this around. Oh my god, curb stomp to RoboCop. As we see a neck breaker to Miz, RoboCop rolls out of the ring. Jesus Christ, flying knee to Deadpool. The Law are being decimated here tonight. As Cena slowly gets to his feet, circled by the other, skull-crushing finale. And Perkins spin-a-rooney scissors. Oh, he dabbed! Into the pin by Roddy. 1, they're going to let Roddy get the pin. 2, oh, but Super Cena kicks out. Meanwhile, a detonation kick to Deadpool. Miz in trouble. Oh, I thought he was going to get chokeslammed, but no. Oh, spine buster. Perkins off the detonation kick, but Cena breaks it up. Oh, Cena pushing him into the pin, but that's a rope break for Perkins. The Law starting to turn things around as RoboCop comes after The Miz from behind. Oh, what a slam. Roddy finally back up to his feet. Tried to knee RoboCop, but missed. A little dazed, maybe. Oh, neck breaker to Deadpool. Skull-crushing finale out of nowhere to RoboCop. The ultimate insult to injury. Oh, Roddy's pinning Cena. 2. Cena kicks out. Miz going for RoboCop. No one's there to stop it. 1, 2. Oh, and RoboCop kicks out as well. Reverse DDT to Cena. Miz now just beating RoboCop's head. RoboCop's head. I bet Miz wants to call him a RoboCop. Everyone ganging up on RoboCop now. It's all 3 of the Mizards against the leader of the Law. The one member of the Law that managed to beat the Miz. Codebreaker. I think Law's starting to turn things around. Miz taunting. Getting ready. Oh my god, what a spinning move by Deadpool, and he just fucks it and eats shit on the way down. Cena now back in the ring. And he's telling Roderick Strong and Ruby right in the back that you can't see me as he goes for the 5-knuckle shuffle. But RoboCop interferes, grabbing Roddy with the reverse choke slam. I don't even know where Perkins is, to be honest with you. Oh, there he is on the outside. Absolute bedlam here. Big punch by RoboCop. Perkins running in to try and save Miz. Now going after Deadpool. Goes for the cutter. Deadpool reverses. But we have all 6 men back on their feet as RoboCop immediately goes down. Everyone just kind of kerfuffles in the corner for a bit. Oh, spine buster to Roddy. Neck breaker from Cena. Oh, hesitation. Drop kick from Deadpool. Belly to belly. Roddy just got hung up in the ropes. I'm sure that would hurt a lot more if Roddy could feel anything. But Cena looking to put Miz away. Hits the attitude adjustment as Deadpool pins Perkins, but Perkins kicks out. Cena now going right after Roddy. Oh, and out of nowhere, RKO to Deadpool. Perkins going on the outside, up to the top rope. I don't know what he was planning. I think he knew he wouldn't get any big move off with RoboCop and Cena wandering around. RoboCop now has Roddy picking him up for the massive choke slam. Returning the favor as Deadpool gets caught in the inverted lung blower. And Miz hits a skull-crushing finale on Cena. Perkins sneaking up on RoboCop, who sees it coming. Oh, but out of nowhere, into the knee bar. RoboCop gets the rope break, though. Miz fighting against Deadpool into that neck breaker. Roddy pins Cena. 1, 2. Oh my God. Deadpool barely breaks it up while taking out the Miz. Roddy up on the second rope. Deadpool having none of it. Attacking him while he's up there. Miz trying to save him. He's not going to be able to. Superplex to Roddy! No, it was a Super Falcon's arrow as RoboCop gets thrown into the ring post. Flying knee. Perkins hitting those swag moves. As we see, I think Deadpool's going for that attitude adjustment once again, but Miz able to reverse. Now looking to take Deadpool out. Deadpool busted open early in this match. You know he's got to be reeling as RoboCop sit out of the ring. Skull-crushing finale to Deadpool. Almost onto the turnbuckle. Perkins grabbing Cena with the inverted lung blower, looking to take him out of the equation. And Miz taunting the Law, doing a stupid little dance. Oh, a knee DT. Deadpool fighting out as RoboCop gets to his feet, able to break up the pin. It's chaos once again as we see a float over neck breaker to RoboCop. Perkins out of nowhere, neck breaker. Oh, Roddy went for an elbow onto Deadpool. Fucked his arm up a little bit. Ruby Riott keeping good control of Roddy. After his loss to Sami Zayn last week, clearly she has been practicing the control on Roderick Strong. 1, 2, and Cena still kicks out. As Perkins looking for a big move on Deadpool. Has him up for the detonation kick. Everyone's still fighting, running knee. They need to do something about Deadpool right now. As Cena gets Roddy up. Sit out powerbomb. Miz going for the pin on Deadpool. Cena's going to be there to stop it, though. The Law putting in the fight of their life here out of nowhere. Reverse DDT. Perkins pinning RoboCop. 2. Oh, and RoboCop barely stays in it. Come on, stop giving me a black screen. Try refreshing the page. I don't know if that'll help or if you've already tried that. Reverse STO. As we see Roddy get Cena up. RoboCop's distracted with Perkins. Oh, a neck breaker. Oh my God. Perkins put out, but Roddy coming to save him. Taking out RoboCop. You have picture, but it's still loading. It'll get there. Oh, the devil's knees to RoboCop. And Miz gets him right up. Both other members of the Law on the outside. RoboCop still fighting. I don't think there's much the Law can do at this point. The Mizzards are just picking the bones. Perkins doing his little swiggity swoop dancing. Deadpool sneaking up from behind. Owen to grab the Miz, who ducks out of the way. Miz hitting his dab in honor of TJ Perkins, who gets caught with a gutbuster. He didn't see Deadpool rolling through. Oh, but the pins distract the ref. You're back or not? Well, I continue to hope things work out. Out of nowhere, attitude adjustment. Roddy gets out of it. Oh, super kick from Deadpool as Roderick Strong still fighting back against Cena. The Law could have turned things around. 1, 2, 3. Deadpool pinned the Miz, and the Law have defeated the Dark Mizzards. After all of that intense opening bout, it was the Law who prevailed in the end. And we can now officially and decisively say that the Dark Mizzards fought the Law, and the Law won. But it was a lot closer than you might have expected. Congratulations to the police force of Jim Bob Crockett Promotions for putting away evildoers once again. Why are you sending chat messages in Russian? Why do you do this to me?
Anytime you can pin another WWE competitor's shoulders to the mat for the 3 count, you should be proud. The crowd here tonight certainly seemed to appreciate the efforts. What a great match.
I do not speak the Russian. As we lead out. That's not me saying, like, for the record, for like those of you who maybe aren't watching this stream live, and you're like, well, why is he getting onto a dude speaking Russian? It's not just a dude speaking Russian. It's a person who normally... I have no idea what that says. I even use Google Translate and I have no idea what that says. It's someone who normally speaks English and they just put Russian chat. Maybe they're Russian, I don't know. Either way, we're going to go right into our next match, which is going to be our first championship match of the evening. But which championship will it be? You just have to wait and find out as I take a drink of my drink. How's everyone doing this evening here at Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view? Is everyone doing good? Leave a comment on in chat or in the video on YouTube if you're having a pretty alright day. Doesn't even have to be great. As we head into our first title match of the evening. Oh, and JoJo's even going to be nice enough to introduce it for us.
And it's for the Fighting Female Dragon Championship.
That's right. Our first title match of the evening. The women's title of Jim Bob Crockett Promotions. JoJo's Bizarre Championship. It's Beth Phoenix going one-on-one against reigning champion Candice LeRae in a no-holds-barred match. No disqualification, no countouts, anything goes. You can only win by pinfall or submission in the ring. What is this is the wrong tag team section. So with that win, by the way, oh, that was the Dark Mizzards' first loss. I never even realized that. But I think what we've learned there is that, first off, don't fight the Law. Secondly, I think even though they lost, Roderick Strong is going to be a big asset to the Dark Mizzards. He was fantastic in that match. Put on a hell of a showing and wasn't even the one that took the loss. That was Miz, so there is no saying that someone else cost the Mizzards that. And here she comes, JoJo's Bizarre Champion, Candice LeRae, making her way to the ring. Won this title in a steel cage match against Trish Stratus at what the fuck is it? Extreme Rules, right. Extreme Rules. as these women, big, strong, tough competitors, ready to fight with. I just don't know what to say. There hasn't really been a story between this one. We just gotta wait for the action to do the talking for us. Here we go. Women's title on the line.
Introducing the challenger from Buffalo, New York, Beth Phoenix. Introducing the
Awesome pay-per-view experience you're having. I apologize that it's going that poorly. If it makes you feel any better, that's basically happens to me every time I try to use the real-life WWE Network. Except it's never my internet's fault, and it's always the WWE Network shitting out from overload. That's the wonderful, very stiff belt on the line. I don't know why all of the belts are like weirdly like made of wood, and they're like plastic belts that barely bend. Like there's no friction in them, so it's just like a straight belt. So it just gets warped over time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Not the quality toy belts, like the real cheap, shitty toy belts. As immediately we get right into this match is Beth Phoenix. Oh, immediate backbreaker to Candice LeRae. First title match of the night. Oh, you see Candice. Big knee to the gut. As immediately Beth Phoenix just slams her right to the ground.
I'm not so sure the body's supposed to absorb that type of impact.
Is that like, I'm trying to type something in chat.
Fill our viewers in on Beth Phoenix as the challenger. What does she need to do to win this thing?
Beth Phoenix absolutely dominating so far here in this title match, getting Candice LeRae up to her feet. Oh, but Candice starting to mount some offense here. Reversal back body suplex. As Candice LeRae gets her up. Irish whipping Beth Phoenix into the ropes. Oh, I have no idea what the plan there was, but it was caught with a clothesline by Beth Phoenix, who is now continuing to mount her offense. Beth Phoenix, honestly, is like I've never seen Beth Phoenix wrestle in real life. An absolute powerhouse, apparently. But Candice LeRae with the reverse DDT. Classic maneuver here. Oh my God, Canadian Destroyer! She might have just broke Beth Phoenix's neck. That's definitely, oh, Hurricane Rana, that's definitely one way to turn this match around. Snap DDT, just a reminder. It's revenge from Dunks for accusing him of corruption by giving me bad internet? Never. Dunks would never. I was about to remind you, this is no holds barred, anything goes, but I don't have to as Candice LeRae grabs a baseball bat, but Beth Phoenix steals it from her. Oh, and Candice LeRae grabbing it back once again. Oh my God, she just punted that baseball bat, just like Schnitzky punted Lita's baby. Oh! I don't know what that move was called. I was just call it the Wasteland, because that's what Wade Barrett did. Either way, big slam into the announce table. Didn't even remove all the little wood shit. See Candice giving a back suplex to Beth. It's unfortunate that these internet problems are happening. Oh, pop-up powerbomb on the baseball bat. That might have just shattered Candice LeRae's spine.
Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring.
As Beth now slides into the ring. Getting Candice LeRae up. Oh, tilt-a-whirl. A tilt-a-whirl into the torture rack. Will Candice LeRae tap out? Is Beth Phoenix going to be your new JoJo's Bizarre champion? No? Oh, Candice LeRae reverses it. What a hell of an arm drag.
Not a lot of people can break out of that one, Michael.
As Candice now knees her in the gut. I think she was going for a standing famouser, but that gets reversed into a reverse powerbomb. Beth Phoenix, absolutely incredible, has been dominating Candice LeRae. Oh no, Candice in trouble. Big right hook. Into the... Oh, I have no idea what that's called. The Phoenix Slam, whatever. 2 no rope breaks, but Candice LeRae kicks out.
confidence just beaming from her right now. She's practically
Beth now going up to the second rope. What an elbow drop! I don't know how Candice LeRae is still conscious as the knee misses. Big chop as Beth gets her up. Stun gun! Beth now continuing to get her up to her move. Oh, the glam slam is that finishing move. Beth Phoenix Irish whips Candice LeRae into the corner. Big clothesline. I don't think Candice LeRae can retain here tonight. I think this champ is in serious trouble. Oh, snap DDT. If there's one way to topple the Goliath of Beth Phoenix, that's how. The crowd cheering for Candice LeRae. They love her. They want her to retain this championship here. And she's going for that massive DDT. She had 3 seconds of video before freezing. I believe in herself. I believe in you too. Irish whipping Beth Phoenix.
Oh no, we've got a problem here, guys. No kidding. Who knows what'll happen next?
Candice now has her up for Miss LeRae's wild ride. This could be it. Her chance to retain the championship off Miss LeRae's wild ride. 1, 2, and Beth Phoenix kicks out. And you know that's gotta really hurt the confidence of Candice LeRae, who's immediately going up to the top rope. What a splash! Almost 10 feet in the air.
She appears to be in complete control of this one.
Candice LeRae gets her up though. Picking and Beth Phoenix reverses the power bomb into a pin. Could that have just knocked Candice LeRae clean out? 2. No. The champ still in this, fighting the crowd, going absolutely wild for these 2 impressive women athletes. As female athletes would be more sense than women athletes. Oh my god. Package suplex.
That's it. That's what she needed.
As Beth continues to get Candice LeRae up. Right hook. And catches her with a second glam slam. Into the middle rope. That's gotta be it. The glam slam into the rope. 1, 2. Oh, but Candice kicks out. Beth Phoenix furious. The crowd going nuts. Off the rope. Oh, she takes out the referee. Beth Phoenix went to go do, I think, a double axe handle onto Candice LeRae, but the ref was taken out. Candice fighting back, punching her in the gut. And out of nowhere, Hurricane Rana into the ropes. Though the ref being down, it doesn't mean a ton. It just means you can't go for a pinfall or submission, because this was no holds barred anyway. Amazing DDT from Candice LeRae. Getting Beth Phoenix up. Oh, reversal uppercut. The ref back to his feet as well. What a punch. Sending the champ down to the ground. What is Beth Phoenix doing? Going outside, circling the ring. Looking for something. She goes under. Oh, Beth Phoenix has the sledgehammer. Candice LeRae trying to crawl away. Beth not going to let her. Oh, Candice rolls out and gets caught with the sledgehammer anyway. Now what is Beth Phoenix doing? Throwing the sledgehammer down. Getting rid of it to make sure Candice LeRae can't use it against her. Smart move by Beth Phoenix. Oh, and a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Getting Candice up. A third glam slam maybe. No, not yet. Another package suplex though. I think that sledgehammer is going to be the fatal blow for Candice LeRae. No, she's fighting back. Legs. They're not real legs, but more like an inverted STO. Candice LeRae trying to figure out what she's going to do as she drags Beth Phoenix center of the ring. Springboard moonsault into the pin. 1, 2, and Beth still kicks out. Candice LeRae not even surprised at this point. Immediately calling for a finisher to take Beth Phoenix out. Reverse Frankensteiner crunching Beth Phoenix's neck into the pin. 1, 2, No! Candice LeRae arguing with the ref saying that was a 3 count. It was so close though, but Beth Phoenix still in this. Snap DDT. Taking Beth Phoenix hard into the ground. Kick to the gut. And another amazing DDT to Beth. Crumpling her into the pin. No rope breaks even though her foot's under there. It's no hold bars. And still, Beth holds on. Candice LeRae can't believe it. I can't believe it. The crowd can't believe it. Sending Beth Phoenix into the corner. This could be her opportunity. You all know what she's setting up for here. No! Reversal! DDT draping her into the turnbuckle. You know Candice LeRae was looking for Miss LeRae's wild ride, and that very well could have ended the match. As Beth Phoenix gets her right back up. Right hook into the 3rd glam slam of the match. Oh, grazing the bottom rope once again. This time into a big pin. 1, 2, 3, and Beth Phoenix takes it, defeating Candice LeRae for the JoJo's Bizarre Championship in what was easily the greatest women's match we've had here in Universe mode. Absolutely incredible. I'm fucking burnt out from that, Jesus.
Here is your winner and the
Your new women's champion on Jim Bob Crockett Promotions, Beth Phoenix. I think the referee checking on Candice LeRae, who rolled to the outside, making sure she is all right.
The rest of the card is watching in the back, wondering how in the world they're going to follow that. Believe it or not, that's just the beginning, folks. Stay tuned for more great action.
Send that tweet out. Can I actually send that tweet? Absolutely. For a while I couldn't tweet links. I'm glad I can finally do that again. Congratulations to Beth Phoenix, the brand new women's champion. And what does that put these wonderful women at in terms of a win-loss record? Beth Phoenix now 2-0. And Candice LeRae 3-1. That it ends Candice LeRae's small undefeated streak, unfortunately. And it's time now for 2 things, honestly. Number 1, please, if you've heard anything about Heath Slater, we still cannot find him. Make sure to use hashtag #BringHimHome on Twitter to help Big Boss Man locate the missing Heath Slater. Secondly, we received this announcement earlier today that Scooby-Doo, despite not having a match on tonight's card, is going to be here, and he's about to come out. And he promised that he was going to form an alliance that would change the landscape of Jim Bob Crockett Promotions. Now, we know for a fact that the Balor Club has been scouting Scooby-Doo ever since his match against Finn Balor. And we know those scoutings have gone well, so we can only imagine what this alliance could be here tonight at Great Balls of Fire. But why assume anything when we can head right on into that match here tonight? Not match.
Wonder what's on his mind.
That wasn't even like a Freudian slip. There's legitimately not a match with Scooby-Doo tonight. We can head right on in to this reveal of this alliance here as Scooby-Doo comes up to the ring. Again, I can't do a Scooby voice, so I'm just going to read it like normal. Raggy. I mean, I'll probably read it like that. Not like with the voice. Basic logic says 4 hands are more efficient than 2 hands. And right now in this ring, there's only 2 hands. But I think I need to make it 4. Ed, I know you're back there. Wait a minute. Ed? Why is Ed? Why is he calling out Ed? What? Whoa, what a whisk, what? That was awesome! Fucking bust out, this is awesome, that was awesome chants in the crowd. What an entrance from Ed there. Is this the alliance Scooby was talking about? Scooby isn't calling out Balor Club. He's calling out Ed. They've had several matches together. Ed beats Scooby-Doo to be added into the Money in the Bank match. Currently the only Jim Bob Crockett Promotions member in the Money in the Bank ladder match. What's going on here? Let's get down to brass tacks, whatever that is. What does that mean anyway? Brass tacks. You ever think about that? Why do people say that? Hey, can someone in the audience look it up on their phone real quick? Look up brass tacks. Oh, and I think it's T-A-C-K-S, not T-A-X. What? Why do you look so annoyed? I am giving Scooby a normal voice, though. I know you've been out here on your own fighting the good fight, and you've gone far. But I think that with a little help, you could go even farther. And so could I. Are you in? I would rather find my own glory and fame. But until then, I suppose I can team up with you. There's a different dynamic in tag matches that I don't get in singles matches. Count me in. Let's see what we can do together, doggy. Look, I know you're skeptical, but think about what we can do. You and me, together, we can dominate the tag team division. This is the beginning of a new day for you, for me, and for WWE. I just hope you know what you're doing, because this could get out of hand. So there you have it, Scooby-Doo forming an alliance with Ed of all people, seemingly just kind of forgetting about Balor Club. I don't know if Balor Club were expecting anything there, but they certainly didn't get it. Who knows what is going through the minds of anyone here?
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few short moments, we will witness hell on earth, and it won't be pretty. I can tell you that. In a match that is sure to not disappoint.
So our next match. It's our second title match of the night. It is the Tag Team Championship match, where the Shield, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose will defend their titles against Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon, and a mystery third tag team partner inside Hell in a Cell. This is the first time we've busted out Hell in a Cell here in 2K18 Universe mode. And I just want to remind you that the Cell, it's a terrible place. It can warp everything you see as reality. It will drive you mad. It is a beast from another dimension. And I know that when they step inside this cell, that all of these men will go insane. And you could see tag team partners turn on each other just for no reason, no lasting story, just from the insanity of being inside Hell in a Cell. We could see Rollins attack Ambrose. We could see Shane beat the hell out of his dad. But to be fair, we saw Shane beat the hell out of his dad on Jim Bob Promotions the other week, so that actually wouldn't be too surprising. But here comes the first member of the Shield, the tag team champion, Seth Rollins. You know, they're probably not very happy. I'm sure none of them want to step inside the demonic Hell in a Cell. But not only that, I also like how we're lowering Hell in a Cell with everyone in. We're not like gonna let them go through the door or anything. It's just faster that way. Don't let the cell get too much power. You know, Mick Foley's behind the wheel, ready to blow up Hell in a Cell should anything get out of hand. It's a risky move to step into. You got it. You got what? What did I miss? You missed the opening match of the Dark Mizzards versus the Law. You missed the greatest women's title match of all time. And you missed Scooby-Doo forming his new tag team. I won't spoil any of those for you if you don't know. But I recommend, once this is all over, going and rewatching those, because they were both amazing matches. Who won? If you want me to tell you, I will. Otherwise, I recommend watching both matches. They were actually amazing, especially... I mean, honestly, they were both just amazing. Just spoil it. The Law defeated the Mizzards with Deadpool pinning Miz. And Beth Phoenix defeated Candice LeRae. And Scooby-Doo formed a tag team with Ed, who could potentially be a future world champion if he wins Money in the Bank this Friday. And now we go into our tag team Hell in a Cell match. But as I was saying, you know, the Shield's not going to be happy, first off, about having to go inside Hell in a Cell. And I know that they're going to be furious about not knowing who the third member of Team McMahon is. Shane and Vince just get a tag team partner. They could pick anyone, and the Shield have no idea. I don't even know who it is. Pretty sure the general manager is the only one who knows it is, and he didn't fucking tell me. I mean, obviously Shane and Vince know who it is, because they picked him. And here he comes, the third member of the tag team champions, Roman Reigns. He doesn't get a belt, there's only 2 title belts. Scooby-Doo and Ed form the Mystery Jawbreakers. I don't know if they have a name. I didn't even know they were going to form that team. I was expecting Scooby to finally join Balor Club. We've been building to it for weeks. But apparently Scooby's just decided he's not joining Balor Club. And he's just going to join up with Ed anyway. I don't know if Scooby respects him, or if maybe this is Scooby's way of trying to get into the world title picture. Maybe expecting Ed to win Money in the Bank. Who knows? I don't even know if Balor Club care. Balor Club could be pissed for all I know. They could just be like, oh, well, there goes Scooby-Doo. We'll just have to wait and see how things play out. As Reigns takes his sweet fucking time getting to the ring. The Big Dog, Roman Reigns, is going to help defend. This is one fall, by the way. So the first person to get a pinfall or submission inside Hell in a Cell. Balor Club have a backup plan, do they? I don't know. I ain't Meltzer. And I ain't the general manager of Jim Bob Clark Promotions. I am the general manager of Friday Night Fights. And I have to deal with Money in the Bank. I mean, I kind of have to deal with tonight. I've got some competitors going in for Thorne's Super Sweet title match, which I can basically guarantee you I'm walking out of tonight with that championship for once. No one can talk back to me because Jacob's not here. He was told by inside sources. Ooh, sassy. Who's leaking info? As we see the first of the McMahon family. Here comes Shane McMahon. One of the 3 competitors here tonight, Shane O'Mac, taking out the Authors of Pain single-handedly in that fatal 4-way tornado tag match to earn this shot here at Great Balls of Fire inside the Tormentor, the Tormentful Hell in a Cell. Which one of those would be a good word? I don't know. The Torrentious Hell in a Cell, as it brings down a torrent of infinite sadness and failure upon those who step inside. And here he comes, Shane McMahon's father, Vince McMahon, better known as Mr. McMahon. I'm sure there's plenty of people who would love to see the Shield versus the McMahons. I'm sure there's plenty of people who wouldn't want to see that. But we still do not know who is teaming up with Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon. Consider myself a Meltzer. Consider yourself a Meltzer character. That's fair. As we see Vince in the ring, who is going to be their mystery tag team partner here tonight? Who would dare team up with the big... Oh no. Of course it would be. Of course. The only person who would team up with the McMahons. Mr. McMahon's son-in-law, Shane's brother-in-law, Triple H. Technically a member of D-Generation X with Shawn Michaels. I don't know if this is a one-off to help the McMahons win the tag titles. If Triple H has officially joined the McMahon family, has he left Shawn Michaels in the dust? Does Shawn Michaels know about this? I have no idea. But Triple H standing with his family against the Shield, willing to step inside the devilish Hell in a Cell for his family. It's not really a surprise. I think the real surprise here is that Triple H joining them actually makes sense. And so the surprise is that it wasn't someone batshit crazy, which is what you would come to expect from this universe mode at this point. I think that's the real surprise in our hearts all along. Subverting expectations. Oh, and there's that water fountain shit, because he's Triple H. Shawn Michaels has a backup plan. Is Shawn Michaels joining the Balor Club? Is it a double backup plan? You guys took like fucking 20 minutes for these intros. Come on, everyone. I wish you all could have just come out at the same time. This is fucking stupid. Let's go. Let's get it underway. Let's get the action rolling. It's tag title match. First pinfall submission wins. Lower the cell! Crowd, that one dude in the crowd was freaking out at seeing Triple H here tonight. Lower the cell. There it is. The cell has been lowered. And immediately, Roman and Seth are fighting each other, driven insane immediately by the cell, causing them to attack each other. I don't even know if Triple H has been driven insane by the cell, or if he's just going into business for himself, taking out Shane. For all we know, if Triple H wins this match, he could just take the tag belts to Shawn Michaels. I don't know. Is Triple H actually working for the McMahons, or does he get to go back to DX? I guess that's the general manager's call. Because Triple H sure didn't take long to immediately go after Shane, and I know Roman and Rollins are doing the same thing, but that's just the Cell's madness at work. Ambrose actually trying to defend the titles, going after the weak Mr. McMahon. Ambrose clearly the intellectual here in this match. Maybe Triple H if he thinks he's going to keep the title. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to know when pinfalls are happening. Like, I can see people get pinned. I can't hear the count. So when a match ends, it just ends for me. I'm not going to count them out like I normally do. As we see Triple H now going after Mr. McMahon. I think Triple H is going into business for himself. Has Triple H betrayed his family? Shane going after him now. Just got the idea where the Young Bucks go around and beat legends and gain their finisher as a regular move. That was like, I mean, that's basically our copycat gimmick. To an extent. Running Bulldog from Ambrose to Rollins. Ambrose now infected by the insanity. Hell in a Cell's driven everyone mad. It's a free-for-all now. Winner walks out with the tag belts. I guess just does whatever they want with it. Angle slam by Shane McMahon. A casual reminder that, of course, the biggest threat in this match is not Roman Reigns, but is in fact Shane McMahon, who took out the Authors of Pain single-handedly because he is in fact the greatest wrestler in the world. And Shane DDT's Vince McMahon. And actually, now that I think about it, the madness of Hell in a Cell has warped the rules of this very match. Shane McMahon actually did... Oh, fuck, what happens if, like, Shane McMahon pins Vince McMahon? Do they win the titles? Do they consider winning the match or losing the match? Because, like, obviously, if Rollins pins Reigns or something, they keep the tag titles no matter what. But what happens if one of the other three pin each other? I have no idea. We'll find out. Neckbreaker from Triple H. We'll wait and see what the decision is. Shane's 33 punches McMahon. More like Shane 33 bullet wounds to the chest of McMahon, taking out everyone. Shane can take 33 finishers and kick out McMahon as he gets his own father up for the powerbomb. I think Triple H just pedigreed Rollins. Couldn't tell for sure. As we see Shane hit a shooting star press, kicking Triple H in the face before hitting his own dad. It's complete anarchy in the ring. The crowd going wild This is why we don't bust out Hell in a Cell often. It drives everyone completely insane. Shane stopping his own father from winning the tag match for him. Big fucking slam into Vince McMahon's back as we see dirty deeds done to Triple H.
Now that's what I call making a statement.
And Ambrose now immediately trying to help Roman Reigns. Superman punch busts Shane McMahon open. And then a spear to Dean Ambrose. The big dog's gone off. Going for the pin. Oh, and Ambrose kicks out even though that would have retained him the title.
Well, the dude always abides.
Big shoulder tackle.
Somebody wound him up and he's off and running.
Rollins now from behind. Reverse DDT.
I don't think his opponent was expecting that.
Now Vince rubbing his son's bloodied face into the ropes and throwing him aside. Super kick to Triple H. As Reigns gets kicked in the gut by... Oh, I think Dean Ambrose for a split second, thanks to the Hell in a Cell, was able to see Gargamel and tried to take him out. But it just didn't happen. It didn't last long. He's still a ghost, even if Hell in a Cell allowed him to see it. Oh, Roman Reigns rolling up Ambrose for the one-armed powerbomb.
Only one place to go when you're stuck in the fireman's carry.
Triple H now looking for the snake eyes on the Shane McMahon, who's still busted open. I can't believe he's going through all of this as Shane fights back. Oh, big boot to the gut. And a sidewalk slam as Reigns gets back into the ring. Getting Ambrose up. What a powerbomb. Almost onto the back of Seth's neck. Did you watch Raw last night? I did watch Raw last night. Oh! Revolution knee to Vince McMahon into the pin. Reigns gonna try come and stop it, and he does. I thought Raw pillaged SmackDown, and basically I think they have to move all the cruiserweights. Oh, another Revolution knee to Vince McMahon. I think they have to move all the cruiserweights to SmackDown to save SmackDown's roster at that point. At this point. I'm excited for SmackDown tonight. They definitely fucked up the roster, so I'm actually pretty interested to see how things go. Double A spine buster to Shane McMahon. STO, oh my god. And Shane wearing that crimson mask. Super bloody. Big backbreaker. Oh, low blow to Seth Rollins from Mr. McMahon. Doing whatever he wants because he's the boss. As Roman gets Ambrose up. Big right hook. Only to get caught by Vince McMahon into a pile driver. Thought SmackDown probably got better. I think SmackDown will probably be better overall, but I think to save... Oh, the stunner to Reigns! I think to save overall the SmackDown roster, in terms of numbers, they have to at least give them a lot of cruiserweights. And immediately... No, not a pile driver. A power bomb. Oh. A reverse power bomb into the top turnbuckle, busting Seth open as Triple H pins Shane McMahon, who kicks out. And Vince trying to stop Seth. Miz vs. Bryan's money for me. It's money for everyone. It's the right call, although I am concerned about the Miz Taraj. Oh. Schoolboy super kick to Vince McMahon, who's also busted open. I didn't even realize this. Going for the pin as Shane comes to break it up and succeeds. 3 people busted open now. So I don't believe Triple H is busted open. So much blood. Hell in a Cell really brings this out to people. Stiff jabs from the feet from Shane to Rollins. Wait, is Rollins not busted open? Did that reverse powerbomb somehow bust open Vince McMahon as Shane looks for a coast-to-coast to Seth Rollins? I think doing the move to Seth Rollins somehow busted open Mr. McMahon, and that's just the chaos of Hell in a Cell for you. As we see Shane hit the Olympic slam on Ambrose. And now Mr. McMahon Irish whipping Triple H. Picking him up. Oh, but Triple H reverses DDT. Not even a reverse DDT this time. As Mr. McMahon rolls out of the ring. Shane just stomping Ambrose in the corner. Reigns, Rollins, Triple H all fighting in the corner. Now here comes Shane. Looking for a coast-to-coast on Ambrose. Kind of fights through, and that pedigree busts Rollins open this time for sure. Coast-to-coast to Ambrose. As we see Triple H now pinning Roman. No one's there to stop it, and Roman kicks out. The big dog still in this fight. Shane going for the pin on Ambrose. Triple H doesn't see it. Oh, and Ambrose kicks out. Maybe Triple H doesn't want to break up any pins made by Shane or Vince. Maybe he knows. Not another one, Shane. Maybe Triple H knows he walks away with the tag titles regardless of if he or the McMahons win. At least that's what he assumes anyway. Oh, and a drop kick. Saving Triple H for some reason. And look at those sick dance moves by Seth fucking Rollins. Triple H to Shane, Pedigree to Shane McMahon. Running Dean almost screamed Triple H to Shane McMahon. I think Shane might be concussed after all of this. Now Triple H setting Roman up for the pedigree as Mr. McMahon pins Rollins. Pedigree. Rollins kicks out. Triple H going for the pin on Roman. Ambrose running in to try and stop it, and he does. Flapjack sends Rollins in the rope crotch chop from Triple H. The Cell claiming so many victims, like both of Rollins' testicles. That's a second nut shot from McMahon to Rollins. And look at that tiger suplex. Ambrose pinning Shane, but Shane still managing to kick out, despite just oozing blood everywhere. Oh, and what a DDT! And a pedigree, shades of his son-in-law. I believe everyone but Ambrose is busted open at this point. And there's that stun gun to Seth Rollins. I think Triple H trying to bust open Ambrose. Oh, I think Shane might have been looking for that shooting star press, but Rollins not going to let it happen. Going up top as Ambrose, rolling up Triple H into a dirty deeds as we see a superplex from Rollins rolling through into a Falcon's Arrow. Ambrose just won, I think. No. What happened? I think the Falcon's Arrow might have broke up the pin. I'm not really sure there, to be honest with you. As Ambrose calls for Triple H to get up to his feet. He's got him. Another dirty deeds to Triple H as Reigns pins Rollins. Ambrose pins Triple H and they both break the pin, since referee Gargamel can't count 2 pins at once. Big punch by Rollins to Reigns. Schoolboy super kick to the big dog. Seth broke it. As we see, neck breaker. Just a reminder, this is a tag team Spirit of Rollins! A good time to remind you, this is a tag team championship match. The Cell has just driven all of these men insane, and they don't know who their partners are anymore. Double A spine buster. As we see Shane up top, shooting star press to Rollins. Ambrose breaks up the pin. No, he didn't. No, he did. Okay, I couldn't tell. Nice ref Gargamel. I couldn't tell what happened there. Ambrose looked real mad for a second as Triple H locks in the pedigree, taking Reigns out, putting the big dog down and stopping Rollins from getting up. Big punch as he hits that knee breaker to Rollins, taking advantage of Rollins' weak knee. What a match here tonight. Vince McMahon laughing at his bloodied son. That's not even insanity. That's just Vince McMahon, who goes for the pin on Roman Reigns. Is this it? No, Roman kicks out despite probably not being able to see for all the blood. Rollins throwing Triple H to the outside and taking him down. These crotch chops. Oh, into a Bronco Buster on Dean Ambrose. Shades of Mae Young from Shane McMahon. Shane just kind of pushed Rollins down like a 5-year-old on the playground. There were a couple 3 counts there. Well, that's the insanity of Hell in a Cell. We can't even count to 3 at this point. It's all random. No one knows who's coming out on top. Side Russian leg sweep. As Shane stomps Rollins into the ground. Oh, Shane. You know, Rollins, he's already taken 2 low blows, and he's about to take the second coast to coast. I think that might just given Rollins a heart attack. Immediately Vince is coming for Rollins for some reason. As Vince now pedigrees, and there's every person in the match busted open. The Cell has been fed blood. The Cell will now allow the match to end as Vince pins Dean Ambrose, and that's a 3 count. The McMahons walk away your new tag team champions. And of course, as per the rules of General Manager, Triple H is included as part of that tag team championship team.
Here is your winner, Mr.
We don't have the belts. We didn't bring the belts anywhere near Hell in a Cell. It was too dangerous, and of course Vince celebrating on his own. As he does, of course Vince walks away with a victory. We're gonna carry every hell no. We're carrying. There is no chance in Hell in a Cell that Vince McMahon didn't walk away 1/3 of your new tag team champions. The Shield have finally lost the tag titles that they have held for 8 weeks now, I believe. 10 weeks. This was the 10th week of the Shield having the tag team championships. But they finally lost it. It took Hell in a Cell and the McMahons to take them out. But they did. Very unfortunate for the Shield, but they put up a hell of a fight. That Hell in a Cell insanity it was just too much for them. And now we're gonna we're gonna drain all of the evil from Hell in a Cell, and then we're gonna remove the ceiling because next up is a steel cage match. So we're gonna actually ignore everything I said. We're using we're using a completely different cage for the steel cage. It is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, the Canadian Destroyers, against Brains and Braun Strowman and Neville, inside of a steel cage match. And here they are, the Canadian Destroyers. Gargamel has a belt in his hand. They turn invisible if he's touching them. That makes sense.
way to the ring. By weight of 478 pounds.
These two looked incredibly strong on the last episode of Jim Bob Crockett Promotions. Not only did Sami beat Roderick Strong, not only did Kevin Owens defeat Neville, but Sami even survived being jumped by T.J. Perkins. And these two are looking to finally end their rivalry with Braun and Neville inside of this steel cage. Simply put, you can win this match by pinfall or submission by defeating your opponents, but Sami and Kevin could also win by simply escaping from Braun Strowman. If both members escape the steel cage, that team wins. I'm gonna assume. Well, I don't really know how to assume anything. I don't know if it's. Is it if one person escapes the cage, the whole team wins? I thought it was both people have to escape the cage, but I know pinfall and submission are both still on. And so, like, I assume it's if you get pinned or submitted, that's first fall, you win. And then it's only elimination if it's, or it's only one at a time if both escape the cage. You know what I'm saying, right? It's weird rules in the steel cage match. We'll just have to play it by ear, see how things go. But what I can tell you is that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have not got to be excited about being locked inside of a steel cage with the monster among men, Braun Strowman. It doesn't help that Braun also has backup in his tag team partner and best friend, Neville. It's time now for us to lower the cage. And just think all of this started when Owens jumped Strowman to stop him from having a match to stop Sami Zayn from having a match with Strowman. And immediately a power slam to Strowman, Jesus, by Kevin Owens. And all of that ended up leading them into having to fight inside of a steel cage. As we see these competitors immediately going at it. Strowman looking for a choke slam on Kevin Owens. Oh, but a big punch to the gut instead sends him flying. And, oh, a half Nelson exploder suplex as Owens gutbuster to Strowman. Canadian Destroyer is looking surprisingly strong. I mean, I said this last week. They must have really been training. They came into this steel cage match prepared. Flipping senton onto the back of Strowman. That's got to really hurt both of them. As Neville's starting to get some offense in against Sami Zayn. Super kick to Strowman. Followed up by another big kick. He's just continuing to kick Strowman while he's down. Side Russian leg sweep to Neville. Kick to the gut. And Owens has him up. Oh my god. Tilt-a-whirl kind of package tilt-a-whirl slam. If Strowman and Neville doesn't have a name, I would call them Monster Among Abs. They are called Brains and Brawn because it is Brawn and the brains of the Operation Neville. And I did come up with that name before Braun's made that joke on Monday Night Raw. You can look back at my universe and tell I also predicted the name of the Riot Squad, just with different people. And I also predicted Buddy Murphy's finisher, but I did that one on Twitter. A monster among kings among men. The monsters that gravity forgot. Blue Thunder Bomb to Neville. As Owens now looking for the cannonball, the signatures from the Canadian Destroyers. They are looking so strong in this steel cage match. Owens going for the pin. As we see Sami looking for that incredible tornado DDT to Neville. Owens has Strowman up. What a backbreaker. Gutbuster-esque move? I'm not really sure. Neville starting to fight back now. Float over DDT to Sami Zayn. As we see Owens get Strowman up. Pop-up powerbomb to Braun Strowman. Into the pin. Neville doesn't realize it. And Sami's gotten to Strowman. Braun kicks out. Is Gargamel also in this match, or is it escape only? No, there's pinfall or submission, so Gargamel is in this match. It is escape, pinfall, or submission. And Sami, the first one to go for an escape, as Owens hits the elbow on Strowman. I think Sami's going to escape from the steel cage, as Owens does as well. They're both trying to escape. Sami has escaped the cage. Neville and Strowman are down. Neville booking it to stop Owens. Oh my god. Both Sami and Owens have escaped Strowman and Neville. And as is the rules of this match, by escaping the steel cage, they have officially escaped Strowman without consequence. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens living to fight another day. What a steel cage match. Maybe not as great as some might be expecting. Definitely not the ending I was expecting. Kind of expected Strowman to kill everyone, but clearly Owens and Sami respected. Well, if it isn't French Ray, regional wrestling, the best independent territory in Bizarro World. Thank you. I appreciate such a compliment here in Bizarro World, where fucking Owens and Neville win a match against Strowman and Neville. It's did I say Owens and Neville? I hate cage matches because CPUs always try to run. That's how cage matches need to win. Need to end. Every cage match in real life should be escape only. It's like the whole point of a steel cage match is you win by getting out of the steel cage. You want to get pinfalls in a steel cage, we've got Hell in a Cell for you. Sami Zayn and Owens looking real strong. Looking real jacked. Coming out of that steel cage match. We don't need to see them taunt. They ran away. They're a bunch of cowards. They won the match, but they're cowards. We don't need to sit there and look at their little excited, oh, look at us, we sure did it. Because honestly, I just don't respect cowards, even though I appreciate that that's how the match ended.
Another great matchup is now on tap.
The whole point is to trap you inside. The point of Hell in a Cell is to trap you inside. It's like, that's literally the point. The point of steel cage is, ooh, it's a hard steel cage. But if you can get out of that cage, you've trapped your opponent inside and you can get away. Hell in a Cell is like, well, you win or you die, and that's how it would be on this bitch of an earth. Now it's time for a match that maybe a lot of you would have expected to be the main event. Those of you that saw the matches announced on Twitter, you would have expected this to be the main event. It is not! There's actually 2 matches after this one. But it is time for the Punchy Boys 2K18 Championship match. For those of you unaware, it's basically the world title of Jim Bob Crockett Promotions. As I will let JoJo explain.
The contest is an Iron Man match. The superstar to score the most falls within the time limit will be the winner, and is for the Action Championship.
So yes, again, I don't really have sound, but as JoJo explained, this is a falls count anywhere, no disqualification, no rope break, no count out Iron Man match, 15 minutes. Luke Gallows versus the Punchy Boys 2K18 champion, Dusty Rhodes. Gallows won a fatal 4-way match featuring all 3 members of the club and AJ Styles to make his way to this match. Balor actually notoriously allowing Gallows to win when he pinned AJ Styles to see how well he does to see how well he does in this big title opportunity, testing his club mates. The rest of the club barred from ringside. It is Luke Gallows and Luke Gallows alone going in against Dusty Rhodes in this Iron Man match. As we patiently await his arrival. Let me tell you all something right now. I know the pay-per-view is called Great Balls of Fire and everything, but I really wish it wasn't so fucking hot in this room I'm sitting in right now. I am actually like sweating my fucking pounds off. I'm gonna be like 10 pounds lighter when this pay-per-view is over just from sweat alone. It's disgusting and I hate it. But this has been a very, very good pay-per-view in my opinion. Probably the best one so far. There haven't been a ton. This is only number 5, but nonetheless. I don't know how Money in the Bank is going to top it. Because just match quality alone has been fantastic. And here's your champion, Dusty Rhodes. With that Punchy Boys 2K18 championship. Look at him just swooting around. He's the American dream. Everyone loves him. He's a big fan favorite. He won the fucking title with an arm drag. That should tell you how good he is. Most people hit finishers left and right, can't get the job done. Dusty Rhodes hits an arm drag and walks away with the Punchy Boys 2K18 title, the most prestigious title here on Jim Bob Crockett Promotions.
Introducing the challenger.
And what a match we have
Tokyo, Japan,
for its defense here
weighing in
tonight.
at 292 pounds, Luke Gallows. Introducing the champion.
There's our champion. One of the biggest big boys there is.
Weighing in at 200.
Trying to let JoJo say her spiel, but I don't know when her spiel is over until they do the animation. Because, again, I don't have sound. So as to not have any mic echo.
What a night.
Can someone please explain to me what the giant, like, burn mark look on Dusty Rhodes' right side is? Your back have helped moving heavy object. What I miss? Literally nothing. Just the entrances to Luke Gallows and Dusty Rhodes. 15-minute false count anywhere, no disqualification, no count out, no rope break Iron Man match. Most pinfalls or submissions wins. There's the timer on the clock. And immediately, Gallows and Dusty Rhodes going at it. Champion's advantage. If this comes to a draw, Dusty Rhodes retains the title. As we see lockup. This is the most technical wrestling we've seen here at Great Balls of Fire tonight. Big punch from Dusty Rhodes.
Let's touch on Dusty Rhodes a bit. Doesn't get any bigger. What can we
I'm looking at Dunks real quick. He's like over there, passed out. You sleeping, Dunks?
taste the international championship, but when this thing is
I'm gonna go poke and make sure he's. Oh, nope, his ear moved. He's fine.
Hey, I always say the longer
Dusty
it
Rhodes
goes on,
getting Luke Gallows up, trying to crunch the big knee of the big guy. Not Ryback, Luke Gallows. Big shoulder tackle. Giving Luke Gallows the advantage with the elbow drop. Picking the champion to his feet. And just throws Dusty Rhodes aside. What strength of Luke Gallows to just swing the big boy like a sack of garbage.
the shoulder's taking a great amount
As
of
Gallows
here.
continues slamming into the ground. Oh, Gallows getting hyped up. He's doing this one for the club. Elbow drop to Dusty Rhodes. Getting him back up, but Dusty Rhodes fighting back with the back body drop. Probably wasn't a fire, Young. Okay. So it's like an actual burn mark or something? Because I don't know if it was like a liver spot or something, for all I know. As he hits the atomic drop. The reverse atomic drop on Luke Gallows. Looking, nope, not a DDT. For a big suplex to Luke Gallows. So it'll probably be the slowest, most methodical fight of the night here. Two big boys going at it. As Dusty Rhodes calling for Luke Gallows to get up, but Luke Gallows halfway across the ring. That's not going to stop Dusty Rhodes. It is going to make it so that he doesn't hit it, though. So maybe it should have stopped him. Stun gun, though. Dusty Rhodes able to recoup from missing that double axe handle. And Dusty Rhodes, he's the American dream for a reason. The crowd clapping politely. They're actually not super hyped for this match. Probably burn out a bit, pun not intended, by that Hell in a Cell match. Potentially that steel cage match as well. Belly-to-belly suplex from Luke Gallows into a pin. Looking for the first fall of this match, and Dusty Rhodes kicks out at one. Honestly, all Dusty Rhodes has to do right now is ride out the clock. If he can go 15 minutes without letting Gallows get a point, he retains his championship. Gallows went for that sledgehammer. Classic Gallows. And Dusty Rhodes not going to let that happen. Now hitting him with the big headbutt.
You have to like his chances here. This is
I am calling it the headbutt. I'm not going to call it the mechanical elbow like an idiot now. That's the bionic elbow. Or the mechanical elbow. I don't fucking know. I assumed it was the... I think it's the bionic elbow. I could be wrong. There's a point for champion Dusty Rhodes. If it's the mechanical elbow, correct me. Otherwise, I'm just calling it the bionic elbow. Luke Gallows in a sticky predicament here. He has to get 2 points now if he wants that championship, as Dusty Rhodes only needs to tie to retain. And remember, this is Falls Count Anywhere, so they could go to the outside and still get points out on that concrete. Big kick to the gut. Getting Luke Gallows up for... Oh, is he going for that reverse power bomb on the top turnbuckle? Classic move, sending Luke Gallows into it. Dusty Rhodes continuing his assault. Not holding up. Look at those fists swinging hard into Luke Gallows like an invisible baseball bat. And here comes that nasty headbutt from the American Dream. Busting Gallows open. Not even 5 minutes into this match. Picking him up and just slamming Gallows down. Fun fact about Dusty, he named his dog Ty Black after Seth Rollins. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What a fun fact. 1, 2, 3, and that's the second point for Dusty Rhodes. Is Luke Gallows getting squashed for 15 minutes here? Maybe it's a good thing this wasn't the main event. As we see that double axe handle miss as Gallows able to get out of the way. Big uppercut. Now Gallows sent right back into the corner. That sledgehammer sent out of the ring. Gallows not going to be able to use it. Oh, as he fights out knee to Dusty Rhodes' face. Gets him out of nowhere with the choke slam. What a big slam. No rope breaks for Dusty here. 1, 2, and Dusty Rhodes kicks out at 2. Luke Gallows in disbelief. But Dusty Rhodes is the champion for a reason. As a Luke Gallows gets him up for the Gallows pole into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and there's 1 point for Luke Gallows. It's 2-1, which means Luke Gallows still needs 2 more points if he wants to win the Punchy Boys champion. Chinlock on Dusty Rhodes, trying to get him to tap out here, looking for a quick second point, wrenching the head of the American Dream. But Dusty Rhodes has him with a jawbreaker. Gallows, he's a fat man, your muscles, this should be easy. But he's the fattest man with the hardest head as he goes for that headbutt to Dusty Rhodes, to Luke Gallows. Dusty Rhodes unable to capitalize with a pin though, as he ran out of stamina. Now getting Luke Gallows up to his feet. He's got Gallows up, all for that airplane spin. Putting Gallows down. And now Dusty looking for another bionic elbow. And it's gonna connect. That's gonna put Dusty Rhodes at 3 points. 1, 2, 3. It's 3-1. I don't know if Gallows is gonna be able to walk out of here with that championship. A big ending by Luke Gallows. What a surprise. Gallows now going into the ring, pulling out a baseball bat to use against the champ. Oh, and he cracks it right over Dusty Rhodes' head. Gets rid of the bat so Dusty can't use it against him. 1, 2, but Dusty Rhodes kicks out of a headshot. Boo, you suck, Gallows. The crowd hates Gallows, what a heel. But Dusty Rhodes able to kick out of a headshot from a baseball bat. Choke slam to Dusty. He needs to go for that pin. But no, Gallows not ready yet. Big stomp to the solar plexus of the big boy. As Gallows now sits, Dusty Rhodes up slowly, dragging him up to his feet. And connects with the Gallows pole. Are we going to see it 3-2 here? 1, 2. No, Dusty Rhodes kicks out of the finisher. Gallows getting furious. Realize he needs to get 3 points in 6.5 minutes if he wants that title. So he is going off now. Irish whip, Dusty Rhodes into the ropes. Big boot. Gallows now back to the outside, looking for another weapon. This time he's got the steel chair. Gallows was busting out all the weapons against Dusty Rhodes. And Dusty using it against him, punching him hard in the back, catching him with the headbutt. And Dusty Rhodes letting all his fans out there across the world know that he is A-OK. You fucking suck, Gallows. The chat hates Luke Gallows here in this match. Into a pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Dusty's still kicking out. Remember, the score is 3-1 right now. Champ's favor. As Gallows gets Dusty Rhodes up and bouncing him off the turnbuckle into a throwaway slam. Too sweet. Gallows doing this for the club. Circling the champ, trying to figure out his next plan of action as he gets thrown aside by the American Dream. Dusty Rhodes has Luke Gallows up. We're at the 5-minute mark. Only 5 minutes left. Suplex to Luke Gallows. As Dusty gets him up. Oh, and there's that bionic elbow. Into the pin on Dusty Rhodes. 1, 2, 3. It's 4-1. Gallows needs to get 4 points to win the championship. And at this point, I don't think there's any way we don't see the title retained here tonight. Luke Gallows has to work fast as he kicks Dusty Rhodes in the head. Slowly getting over the ropes. Not being a high flyer is going to cost him some time there. Every second counts for Luke Gallows. Who the fuck thought Gallows would make a good champion? Balor did, I guess, because remember, There was that fatal four-way with all three members of the club and AJ Styles. It's now 4-2. Gallo hit a move on AJ Styles, went for the pin, and Balor chose not to break it up. He wanted to see how Gallows did in this main event, and the answer is not very well at all. As Gallows now hits the Gallows pole on Dusty Rhodes along the ropes. That's got to hurt Dusty bad. Go for the pin, Gallows. You've only got 3.5 minutes. Gallows goes for it. No rope break. 1, 2, 3. It's 4-3. Gallows could turn this around if he gets 2 more falls. Remember, tying it 4-4 means nothing for Gallows. Double axe handle as champion's advantage. Lets Dusty keep the title in the case of a draw. Oh, drop toe hold. Dusty just needs to ride out the time for 3 more minutes. As he gets Gallows up. Picking him up for the airplane spin. A brilliant move by Dusty Rhodes. No fucking wonder why Balor wants new members. Yeah, and he's not going to get one in Scooby-Doo apparently. Look how bloodied Luke Gallows is at this point. He may not be doing very well, but you can't say he isn't trying. Bionic elbow into the pin. 1, 2, 3. It's 5-3. I think that's the kiss of death for Luke Gallows. Oh, super kick! Out of nowhere into the pin off the super kick. 1, 2, and Dusty kicks out of a super kick. Gallows, furious, needs to buy all the time in the world. Needs to get these pinfalls left and right to walk away with the championship. I don't think he'll be able to do it, but I don't think it's impossible either. As we see Gallows get Dusty Rhodes up for a superplex. Gallows needs to get the pin now. Why are you taunting Gallows, you fool? That makes it worse that he's trying. Gallows slamming Dusty Rhodes back into the ground. Getting him up to the feet. Grabbing the champion for a choke slam. 5-3. And he's not going to go for the pin off the choke slam. What are you doing, Gallows? Dusty Rhodes reverses. Big punch to the gut. Gallows fighting back. Oh, Dusty reverses, throwing him over the top rope and takes him outside. And Dusty not going to follow. No, he is going to follow. This is falls count anywhere. So this means nothing. This just means they're fighting on concrete now. As Dusty Rhodes hits that headbutt once again. Into the pin. 1, 2. It's 6-3. There's no way Luke Gallows wins. Dusty Rhodes will retain the Punchy Boys 2K18 Championship. At this point, it's just about if he wants to cause more pain to Luke Gallows, and I think he does. The Dusty Rhodes Apocalypse in full effect here. At Great Balls of Fire, Gallows pull on the concrete. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. No, it wasn't 3. It's still 6-3 point-wise. There is no way Luke Gallows walks away with the championship. Dusty Rhodes kicked out of a Gallows pole on the concrete. And just for insult, bionic elbow in the last few seconds. A pin! Insult! 1, 2. Oh, I think it would have been a 3 count, but it technically wasn't. Dusty Rhodes retains the Punchy Boys 2K18 Championship. You are the worst, Gallows. Just as a reminder, for any of you who didn't expect Dusty Rhodes to do that well, he did win this title with an arm drag. Let's never forget that. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I would say that match was definitely more exciting than I was expecting, if not just to see if Luke Gallows could somehow turn it around. Oh my god. We want Anderson. The chat writing wants Carl Anderson in a world title match. I don't know if that'll happen. That's up to the general manager. Because Luke Gallows technically earned this opportunity. Balor basically gave it to him, but he did technically win a match to get it. Anderson did not. But maybe Anderson can in the future. Dusty Rhodes celebrating his title victory here tonight. We're gonna cut this celebration a wee bit short as we move on now to our second to last match of the night. An 8-man ladder match for Thorne's Super Sweet Championship title belt. Now, I don't remember if we saw an 8-man ladder match for this title before, if it was a 6-man. I think it was an 8-man. It's the one that ended super quick. It had like Lars Sullivan in it and everything. As Donkey do a little stretch. And this is a stacked match. If you aren't aware who is in this ladder match, you didn't see it on Twitter, you will be made aware very shortly as everyone makes their entrances. And because there's 8 of them, we are going to cut entrances a little short. We're going to let everyone get to the ring. And then we're going to cut it off there as they get to the ring. And here we go. 8-man ladder match. Time for the entrances here. The Freak, Lars Sullivan. Lars Sullivan is not in this match, though. But The Rock is the People's Champ, looking to become Thorne's champ. Now, Macho is the belt holder, but the belt has already been suspended above the ring. He's not going to come out with it. Where is Lars? I don't know. He wasn't booked for this show. I'm telling you, man, I'm mad that Jacob drafted Lars Sullivan, because I would have used him so much more. Jim Boss drafted so much good talent and is using barely any of it. And it's a real shame.
This is without a doubt a big-time match for him, guys. I don't think he can afford to come up short in this one.
Now the rules for this was that Jacob got to choose the match stipulation. But we each had to choose. I had to choose my 4 competitors before Jacob gave me the match stipulation. So you'll notice I have a variety of wrestlers I've entered. The Rock, of course, from Jim Bob Carter Promotions. There's 4 from each show fighting for this title here tonight. Alright, that's enough for The Rock. I said we were cutting these short, and we're cutting Rock short right there. We have Kurt Hawkins. He's a winner. Well, I mean, Kurt Hawkins technically retired now, didn't he? As here comes the first competitor from Friday Night Fights. It's not No Way Jose, but rather it's none other than the fan favorite Banana Man. Could Banana Man climb that ladder and walk away Thorne's Super Sweet Championship title holder? Rock and Banana Man, 2 big top-tier picks for this ladder match. Quite the stacked ladder match indeed. Oh, I'm dropping frames during Banana Man's entrance. That is no good. Hopefully with the 90 entrances, we have time to drop those frames before the match starts. Alright, Banana Man, you've made it to the ring. And next, from Jim Bob Crockett Promotions, who is it gonna be? Well, who is it? I don't have music, so... Oh no! It's none other than Big Cass. We haven't seen him forever. Will he slip on his own banana peel? A big possibility. Big Cass coming to ringside. We haven't seen him in Universe, I don't think at all, in 2K18. But he is now making his way in this title match, this 8-man ladder match for Thorne's Super Sweet Championship belt. Again, let me apologize for the frames dropping right now. If we're still dropping frames, once entrances are done, we're going to pause it for a bit and let it play itself out. But it's on and off, so I'm hoping it just stays off in terms of frame dropping once the entrances are done. The second entrant from Friday Night Fights. It's Cass. Who else is representing Friday Night Fights? Who could it be? It is the Brian Kendrick. He is the man with the plan, and his plan is to walk away tonight, taking Thorne's Super Sweet Championship title belt all the way back to Friday Night Fights. We had it very, very, very short amount of time. Grand Metalik held it for literally 2 weeks before losing it like an idiot to Machoke. And a variety, you know, it was Machoke won, I believe it was a 6-man? No, it was an 8-man tables elimination match. Machoke won that, then Machoke defended it in an 8-man elimination regular match, and now an 8-man ladder match for this title. He also has a backup plan. Lots of people with backup plans here tonight. That's a lot of frame drops right there. As we move on now to the next entrant from Jim Bob Crockett Promotions. Oh, could it be none other than Gillberg? Gillberg is in this Super Sweet Championship title match. He was also in last month's an Extreme Rules Super Sweet Championship title match. What a great gimmick, man, with a plan. This is Gillberg's second shot at Thorne's Super Sweet Championship title belt. He was absolutely brutalized last month by Goldberg at Extreme Rules. But does he stand a better chance here tonight? Of course, Gillberg showing that he is a tough son of a bitch by getting that pyro and those little firecrackers sparked all around him. Does Gillberg headbutt the door to get hyped up before his match? As he goes off, look at that little, throws a little punch. That's like the gist of the Gillberg entrance, to be honest. We can skip the rest of it. Now, 2 more entrants. We know the last entrant of Jim Bob Crockett Promotions is the reigning champion Machoke. And the second to last entrant from Friday Night Fights, none other than the dead man, The Undertaker. And what if it panned up and it was like fucking Heath Slater just dressed as The Undertaker?
And from Death Valley, weighing in at 299 pounds, The Undertaker.
Here we go, guys.
The Undertaker now slowly making his way to the ring, very slowly. Longest entrance, of course. Thank God we're skipping it once they get to the ring. Only the basic amount of respect. Skip. No, we're letting him get to the ring and then we skip it. Skip Taker. Really, Scaper. Just think of it this way. At least Jacob didn't put Shinsuke Nakamura in this match, because then I'm contractually obligated to sit through the entire Shinsuke Nakamura entrance. Great balls of fire. Great balls. Great balls. Alright, you've basically made it to the ring, Taker. Nakamura envies Taker's entrance. And here is the final member of Friday Night Fights in this 8-man ladder match. Undertaker getting ready. Oh my God! That's right! It's none other than Mr. No Days Off, your recognized character champion, Darren Young, looking to become the first ever double champion. And I believe that's correct. I don't believe in any universe mode, canon-wise, we've ever had a double champion holding 2 belts at the same time. I could be wrong, but no matter what, Darren Young could walk away with both belts here tonight. That's Bob Backlund. Bob Backlund's going for Thorne's Super Sweet title.
You are absolutely right, Cole. So I would expect to see his opposition do everything possible.
I've got big money on my recognized character champion, Darren Young, walking away with 2 belts, bringing it home to Friday Night Fights. Bob's out of retirement. They really should just straight up put like old Bob Backlund in the game as a wrestler. Like I think he is a manager in this, but he should just be in it as a fucking wrestler just for shits and giggles. And there he is, the reigning, defending Thorne Super Sweet Championship title belt holder, Macho. He has gone through so many men. He's like 14 men total to keep this belt. And he is not going to let that change anytime soon. But Macho does not have to be pinned or submitted to lose that belt. No one has to be pinned or submitted. He's not in it at all. Oh, I thought he was a manager. Dang. Sucks for Bob Backlund. Macho. No one has to be pinned or submitted. All you have to do is climb a ladder and grab that belt, which color has, of course, been changed to Theme Macho. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, jeez. Oh, let me get up. Blow my nose during the champion's entrance. You know, a classic thing to do. The main reason I've been feeling real crappy lately is the allergies. I think there's just something in the air. Why is the belt always fucked up? Why is smudge the only image that works?
And guys, we're ready to get this match started. A big time title defense here, and this crowd knows it.
And immediately this match is underway. Big Cass going after The Undertaker. I was about to say, fittingly, everyone from different shows is fighting each other, but no. Rock attacking Gilbert, and Darren Young attacking the Brian Kendrick. Or it might have been Banana Man that was going after the Brian Kendrick. I'm not sure. I think Macho is going after Darren Young. Champion versus champion. Here tonight at Great Balls of Fire. Very risky of Darren Young to come out here and be in this 8-man ladder match, considering he has a title defense in just 2 weeks at Money in the Bank. He doesn't even know who his opponent for that's going to be. Where the fuck are all the ladders? Why are there no ladders out here? Do they have to just go get their own ladders? It's pretty rude, Gym Boss. You couldn't supply anyone with their own ladders? You couldn't just put them out for people? They have to actually get into the ring and get them? This Taker slams Big Cass. Well, The Rock's going to be the first one to get a ladder, putting it right in the ring. As Macho dragging Darren Young out to the ramp. Not a smart move by Macho if he wants to retain his title here tonight. And The Rock going after Taker with the ladder as Darren Young takes Macho out. Rock going after both Undertaker and Banana Man. Jesus fucking Christ, Nakamura's theme just played loudly in the attic. What the fuck? Someone's blasting some Friday Night SmackDown. Even though it's not on yet. You'll be back? Alright. Good luck with Shinsuke Nax. Undertaker continuing to fight Banana Man in the ring as Macho backbreaker to Darren Young on the ramp. Everyone's just fighting on the outside. Rock bottom on the concrete to Big Cass. Undertaker setting up the ladder. And it's 2 members of Friday Night Fights, Banana Man and Undertaker, in the ring with that ladder. Banana Man knows he's not going to be able to get that belt if he goes, so he's just going to send Taker to the ladder. Try to punch him, but Taker having none of it. Irish whipping him now into the ropes. Oh, and made Undertaker slip on that banana peel. Face first into the turnbuckle. Banana Man grabbing Thorne's Super Sweet title belt, and it's Gilbert running in to stop him. Oh, and a face buster, and Rock just closes the ladder with both of them on it. I think Banana Man hit Taker on the way down. Taker now pissed at Banana Man for fooling him with that classic April Fool's prank. Macho trying to take everyone out with the ladder now, but the Brian Kendrick tossing the champ outside. Macho fighting back. Banana Man seemed like he was just seconds away from being Thorne's new Super Sweet Championship title holder, as The Rock now takes out the current champion with the ladder. Here comes Darren Young going right back after Macho. Banana Man suplexing Big Cass on the outside. Darren. I don't know if Darren's even worried about winning the title here tonight. He should be worried about becoming a double champion, but I think he's just worried about proving himself as a champion from Friday Night Fights, going up against the current champion Macho and basically no one else. DDT to the champ as the ladder gets pushed outside, telling Macho to look him in the eyes. Darren Young making a statement here tonight at Great Balls of Fire. Banana Man's got the ladder now, and he's turning it against Big Cass as we see Macho sweep the leg out from under Darren Young. Undertaker now grabbing a second ladder. Macho Irish whipping Darren Young into the corner as Banana Man hits him hard in the back. Taker just kind of throws the second ladder in the ring, then leaves it, going after Gilbert. Banana Man taking everyone out with the ladder, but Darren Young able to steal it, now taking Banana Man out. Darren Young, this could be his opportunity to become the first ever double champion. Darren Young taunting the crowd. He's telling him he's going to do it. He needs to quit. Oh my God, what a boot to Banana Man. I think he saw him getting up and decided to not go for the title. Probably smarter in the long run. Come on, Darren, Mr. No Days Off, going for that title. Darren Young climbing up top. He's got the belt in his hands. Here comes Big Cass to stop him. Banana Man trying to punch him, slowing it down, while Big Cass comes out there to get him, smashing his face into the ladder, and Big Cass pushes him off. Banana Man now trying to stop Big Cass. Macho, the fool. I think he might have just cost himself the title by not stopping Big Cass. Someone's busted open. Macho climbing, and Big Cass sees it. Macho able to stop Big Cass, at least temporarily, punching him hard. Macho continuing to beat Big Cass down. Everyone fighting on the outside. Taker whipped his tits out at some point. I didn't even notice. Maybe he tombstoned Gilbert on the outside. Big Cass thrown down off the ladder onto another one. Macho's got the title. Can the Brian Kendrick stop it? Big Cass is out. No, here comes the Brian Kendrick. No. No, no. Neckbreaker off the ladder onto the second ladder. Jesus Christ. And Macho gets right back up to his feet. What a monster. The Brian Kendrick gets him. Snap DDT busts him open on the ladder. And now, the Brian Kendrick trying to stop the champ. He might have just taken him out there. This is his opportunity. He had a plan to get the title, and it looks like it worked perfectly. No one sees him up there reaching that title. He's got it. No one's there to stop him. No one sees him. No one is interfering. Banana Man's rushing in. And he hits him from behind. Banana Man just saved the belt, punching him repeatedly in the back. He's not letting go of it. Banana Man not stopping him. Here comes Macho once again. Banana Man not strong enough to knock anyone down. Macho throws the Brian Kendrick off. Macho, oh, but Banana Man gets him from behind. He's got his foot, and he just pulls him down back onto the second ladder. Oh, Banana Yukin to the champion. This is Banana Man's chance. He goes up top. No one there to stop him. He's got the belt. No one up. Big Cass running in to play interference. From behind, here comes Undertaker and The Rock as well. But Banana Man still has his grip on that title belt. No one is going to let him loosen it. Oh, and he lost his grip, though, as Macho makes his way. These two men working together to topple that ladder. And there goes Banana Man and Macho. The Brian Kendrick barely able to get out of the way. As Undertaker now using the ladder against Banana Man. Setting the ladder up. Undertaker now unopposed in the ring. Climbing that ladder. No one there to stop him once again. Undertaker shot at the belt now. No one running. There's Big Cass. Rock gets in the way. Rock stops him. Rock just stopped Big Cass from interrupting the Undertaker. as the Brian Kendrick, Machoke, everyone getting in the ring, trying to stop the Undertaker. The Brian Kendrick gets up, Gilbert helping as well. Oh, and the suplex! An electric chair drop! What a combination of moves to take the Undertaker down. As Banana Man gets thrown over the top rope onto the Brian Kendrick. Gilbert's got a ladder. Machoke's got a ladder. Machoke drops his ladder in order to take Gilbert's. Darren Young back in the ring. Throwing him over the top rope. But Big Cass has the ladder now, swinging it to his heart's content and throws it on top of Darren Young. Taker throwing Big Cass aside. Machoke back in the ring. Oh, and takes them both out. Here comes The Rock. Never mind, he's gone. The Rock has really just been beating the shit out of Gilbert this entire match. Rock hasn't really been doing much, as far as I can tell. But I've also been watching the action in the ring, not so much the action outside the ring. As The Undertaker now getting hit with the East River crossing from Big Cass. Shot blocked by The Rock as he throws Banana Man outside the ring. Big Cass just kind of slams that ladder down in frustration. The Brian Kendrick, slams it into Machoke's back, doing some real damage. Oh, and from behind, here comes Big Cass with a massive back body suplex. Now picking the Brian Kendrick up. Undertaker, Gilbert, Banana Man, Darren Young all back in the ring. Macho getting back into the feet. There goes Gilbert. There goes Banana Man. No, he's still in it. Oh, there he goes. It's chaos. Macho leaving of his own accord, maybe getting away from Undertaker with the ladder, who takes everyone out. Undertaker puts that ladder center of the ring. Now climbing. The Brian Kendrick getting to his feet to stop the Undertaker. Here comes Darren Young. Saw what the Undertaker was doing just in time to stop him. As we see everyone coming together to try to stop the dead man, but no one was able to, as the Undertaker is Thorin's new super sweet championship title holder. What a ladder match. There's a tombstone to Gilbert on the concrete. I assume that's what busted someone open. There was a banana Yukin on the outside. I missed all these moves. DDT on the concrete. That big leg sweep. And there we saw the banana Yukin into the current champ, and I think that's what eventually, that and that neck breaker from the top of the ladder onto another, I figured it out. Do you want the truth or a lie? Figured what out? Heath Slater, or why the Shinsuke Nakamura music was going on? And there's Taker celebrating with the belt. See, now you can see the images, but the colors are all warped. Why is this belt phasing in and out of reality? Undertaker, Thorin's new super sweet champion. What a show, Dunks. What an absolute show. So now, as we get off the back of that extremely exciting 8-man ladder match, we're going to bring it down. We're going to get ready for our main event here tonight. But as we get ready for the main event, first off, we are going to hear once again from your Jim Bob Crockett Promotions general manager to talk about how great of a show Great Balls of Fire has been. It has been an actual great ball of fire. Easily the best pay-per-view we have ever held here in Universe mode. As we wait patiently for this to load up. Boop.
What could this be about? Here we go.
I'm just going to skip him walking to the ring. Oh, maybe I'm not. There we go. You know who I am and what I can do. I've proven it time and time again every night in this ring, and there's one very simple reason that I do what I do. It's for all of you, the WWE Universe. You are all the greatest fans in the world. Jim Boss planted the fans for making it a great show. You guys are in for a treat tonight because things are about to change here in the WWE. It starts here and now. Lately, things around here have been a bit of a mess, like Stephanie McMahon's hair after a humid day. Poor woman looks like the bride of Frankenstein. Jim Boss is right. They were in for a show, and we still have a big match Coming up, a lot of people have asked me why I still do this. I've accomplished a lot in this business and I don't have to keep pushing myself. So why do I do this? Because in each and every one of you. So there's your answer for those of you wondering why he is still general manager despite his mistakes and shortcomings. He does it for the fans. Isn't that right, Dunks? Sleepy boy. Wait, before we go any further, let's hear it for everybody who took their hard-earned money and spent it to be here tonight. You guys are the reason we do this, and you're the reason we keep coming back. Thank you.
Well, okay.
WWE Universe, together we can make this happen. We can make a difference. You hang with me and I'll hang with you. Let's keep each other's backs and everything's gonna be alright. See, Jim Boss can like cut a real promo. Like a real sensical promo when he's not in character and he's just like addressing the crowd as general manager. Maybe he just plays an insane person as his character. Went in the attic and music was playing on the phone and there was Nakamura with a creepy smile and held the finger to shush me and ran upstairs and locked the attic. Well, you just locked Nakamura in your attic, so SmackDown's going to be interesting.
Time for our last match, one we've waited.
Well, hello, Snooty Dunks, who has awoken from his multi-hour slumber. Good evening. Ooh, the baby. Ooh, the baby. So, Undertaker won that title match, so let's give Undertaker the win. Oh, and that means Friday Night Fights has the title. I feel pretty good. Feeling pretty good about that, Dunks. Pretty excited to say that I now hold the power in my hands. What other matches did we have? What was after Brains and Brawn? It was the Steel Cage match. Because we had 3 tag matches. Oh, it was the world title. It was where Dusty Rhodes beat Luke Gallows. That's right. That was the other match. Are you stretching, good boy? Are you doing good stretchies? Oh. He's just a baby who got to stretch. He probably wants me to take him out. But don't worry, Dunker. There's only one match left. And then you go outside and do plays. Okay. In reality, there was a Bluetooth speaker that was still on while I was searching for the theme. Oh, that makes sense. Here we go. Your main event of Great Balls of Fire. Are you ready, Dunks? Oh, do you want up here, good boy? Okay, give me a second, Bubber. We'll go ahead and start the entrances. Do you want up here, Bubsy? Come on. You can jump. You can do baby jumps. Boop, boop.
The following contest is a submission match. And is for the prestigious
Big jumpers.
Universal
Ooh, big jumpers.
Championship.
Thank you. Thank you, Dunker. So here it is. Darth Maul versus Big Papa Smurf. For the Fight Master Championship in a submission match. Now, it is worth noting at this point, and I think this is probably why Jim Boss made this the main event. Big Papa Smurf has held the title now for 6 weeks. The record for holding the Fight Master Championship is 7 weeks. So if Big Papa Smurf retains the title tonight and on Jim Bob Crockett Promotions tomorrow, he will tie the record length of a Fight Master title run. And if he can win his next 3 matches, he will have beaten that record and fulfilled his dream of becoming the greatest Fight Master champion of all time. Tell Dunks to stay away from my internet and corruption charge will be dropped. You heard him, Dunks. Dunks says, "Mlem mlem. There was never any corruption." Dunks is very tired. He's a sleepy boy today. And I'm sure he is ready to go potty outside and then snuggle and watch Superstar Shakeup. You want that, Dunks? Want to watch Superstar Shakeup while I play Digimon? That's what we plan to do. He loves being lazy boy. Dunks waking up just in time for this exciting main event and is sitting in my lap to watch it, to enjoy this main event. A real supporter of the arts, little Dunks. And here he comes, the Fight Master champion, Big Papa Smurf, only 3 wins away from the longest Fight Master title reign of all time. Who would have thought, when Big Papa Smurf beat Baron Corbin in that ladder match, that he could go on to become the greatest Fight Master champion ever. Oh little donker, oh little donker. Smooch, 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 smooch. Look at him, he's all hyped. He's throwing that belt in the air. He says, "This is my belt, and it ain't going nowhere." Choo choo. So, of course, submission match. Can only win by submission. I fucked up a little bit. Jacob said he wanted no disqualification, no rope breaks. I forgot to set those. I'm going to hope there's no disqualification, and I just assume there is rope breaks. I could be wrong, though. But either way, the only way to win is via submission.
Introducing the challenger from the other side of darkness.
Dunks, are you eating your own foot? You are not caught in a bear trap, sweet bab. You do not need to consume your own tootsies. The dirtiest player in the game. Make him tap. Well, that is exactly the goal of this here submission match. Here in the main event of Great Balls of Fire. What? Phone's just going off non-stop. I'm sure it's all dumb, stupid shit that's not even for me. And then he's telling Darth Maul. This is Big Papa Smurf. Darth Maul defeated Jack Skellington to earn a shot at this Fight Master title here tonight. And there it is, held up in the air. And here we go. Our main event of the evening is underway. Submissions only. And immediately, a swinging neck breaker to Big Papa Smurf. Darth Maul looking to become the champion real quick. Big Papa Smurf having none of it. He's got Darth Maul up. Oh, for the rolling senton. Big kick to Darth Maul. We've got to see these men bust out moves they've never busted out before to win the submission match. We don't see Big Papa Smurf lock in submissions very often, but he has to here tonight if he wants to win. Darth Maul just kicking him repeatedly in the back. Now stomping down on his arm. Darth Maul gets the champ up, goes for a suplex. Big Papa Smurf not going to let it happen. Picks up Darth Maul, who turns it into a reverse DDT. Maul now up on the second rope. Diving elbow. Connects, but just barely. The crowd booing Darth Maul. They are firmly behind Big Papa Smurf here tonight. And there's a DDT.
Here's his chance. Nobody gets up from that, Cole.
As we see Darth Maul now locking in that submission move, trying to hyperextend the leg of Big Papa Smurf. If Big Papa Smurf, the only way for him to lose his title here tonight is for him to relinquish it, to give it up on his own by tapping out. As Darth Maul gets him up for that shitty Samoan driver.
Signature slam. Here's his chance to win this.
Of course, no pinfalls allowed. Submission only. There's hyperextension. Darth Maul apparently has his submission move of choice to try and take Big Papa Smurf out. Breaking news, the Japanese ref was found him back laid out. Said he was jumped by Gargamel. Well, it wasn't this one because he's right here. Reversing the spine buster into a DDT. Does Darth Maul. Stomp to Big Papa Smurf's back, slamming his arm into the ground. Big Papa in trouble as Darth Maul gets him up for another shitty Samoan driver. I think his foot might have hit the turnbuckle this time. That's going to make it bad news for that hyperextension that Darth Maul is very clearly trying to cause here in this submission match. I think a submission match might be the match that finally does in Big Papa Smurf. He may never want to give up that title, but he may not be good at submission-based wrestling. We haven't seen enough of him to know for sure, but we do see another reverse DDT from Darth Maul. Didn't Papa tap 9 times there? I know, that's what I was thinking. I guess it was just like the Baron Corbin slaps the mat trying to get there. Oh! And a camel clutch locked in the Big Papa Smurf, but it's not fully locked in. He can't get his knees fully into Big Papa's shoulder blades. And that's going to allow Big Papa Smurf to power through. and send Darth Maul to the ground. Goes for the right hook, but Darth Maul fighting right back once again. It has been all Darth Maul in this match as we see a third Samoan driver to the champion. Darth Maul looking to end Big Papa Smurf's dreams of being the greatest Fight Master champion here tonight with ease. Big Papa Smurf still holding on, able to fight out. Come on, Big Papa. Caught again. No, not a Samoan driver. This time it's Snake Eyes onto that top turnbuckle. But Big Papa gets right back up and gets caught right into the other turnbuckle. Darth Maul having none of it as he gets picked up into a backbreaker. This could be Big Papa Smurf's chance to make a comeback as he gets Darth Maul slowly up to one knee, then all the way up for a massive suplex. Is Gargamel that ref? He is not. If Gargamel was the ref, he'd probably already be screwing Big Papa Smurf out of the match. Tilt-a-whirl slam. Big Papa Smurf going off. Getting Darth Maul up to his feet. Punch. And here you have it. The Gargamel to Darth Maul. Big Papa Smurf now locking in. A camel clutch of his own. Gets it fully locked in this time. Maybe Big Papa Smurf is a submission wrestler. Darth Maul able to fight out, however. Hanging on. Punching Big Papa Smurf hard in the back. Snapmare. And then from behind, it hits a chin lock. Trying to pull at Big Papa Smurf's beard maybe to get him to tap out that way. Will it be enough for the title to change hands? And no, it's not, as Big Papa Smurf fights out. And out of nowhere, grabs Darth Maul and lifts him up for the Smurf Bomb. Now rolling him over for the half-leg Boston Crab, but decides no, that's not good enough to finish things off. As he gets Darth Maul up for what move? Oh, a Samoan drop! Now continuing to immediately work Darth Maul's snapmare. Oh, and just pulling back on the head, trying to pull Darth Maul's head off. You can see Darth Maul reaching to go for a jawbreaker, and he's able to connect. Saving Darth Maul there from the strength of Big Papa Smurf as he hits a hard right hook on the challenger, who gets him from behind with a back body suplex. Darth Maul now sit out blockbuster. Stomping the champ's legs, slowly getting Big Papa Smurf to his feet. Oh, new post for the community Boogie Nights. As Big Papa Smurf calling for the second Smurf Bomb of the match. And it looks like he's going to connect with it. There it is, and that's going to do some damage to the back of Darth Maul. The single leg Boston Crab could be enough to make Darth Maul tap out. He doesn't really seem like he's struggling too much. Big Papa Smurf just doing pain to him, just stretching the leg. If he locks in that camel clutch, I think it could be enough to put Darth Maul in for sure. Darth Maul looking pretty limp here in this match. But a pass out won't be enough. He has to tap out. And here is another Gargamel to Darth Maul. Getting him up to his feet. Oh, but Darth Maul from behind. Back body suplex. It was all Darth Maul at the start of this match, and things have done a stark 180. Sit out blockbuster. Ah! You see Darth Maul stumble after getting up. It's because he hit his heel on that turnbuckle. He might have just twisted his ankle. He's got to end this quick with a not really a gut buster, more like a knee to the chest there. He's going to have to end this match quick if he doesn't want to be seriously injured. Samoan driver raking Big Papa Smurf's feet against those turnbuckles himself. Into that hyperextender. Is Big Papa Smurf going to tap out, or will he hang on? I'm out of breath, to be honest with you. It's real hot in here. I've been calling action non-stop for like 2 hours now. 2.5.
You can bet this one's over.
Darth Maul getting him right up immediately for another Samoan driver. Big Papa Smurf in real trouble here. And he's locking that hyperextender right back in. Can Big Papa Smurf hold on? Or will it be too much for him? Oh my god, Big Papa Smurf taps! He couldn't do it. That second Samoan drop was too much. Darth Maul makes Big Papa Smurf tap. And that is it. Big Papa Smurf's dream of being the greatest Fight Master champion of all time dies here at Great Balls of Fire. What an ending. Dream over. And it was ended by the Sith Lord, Big Papa Smurf. And you saw his foot go down on that rope. And you know that mix. Oh, you saw that was a nasty landing too. And I think that's what made Big Papa Smurf forced to tap out. Was that nasty landing of the ankle. Darth Maul takes that belt. It is his Fight Master title now. And you hate to see Big Papa Smurf go out like that. But it had to happen eventually. It's just a shame it happened before his dream could come true. Thank you all for joining us for Great Balls of Fire. And I will see you next time.